Hi everyone, and welcome to the Better Everyday Reviews channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Randy. So today we are going to be talking about a book that I recently bought for my son. It is called The Golden Rule. Well, technically the full book title is The Tuttle Twins and the Golden Rule. I've seen Tuttle Twins come across Facebook once or twice, but I mean there's so many different things that come up on Facebook. But I remembered the name, and I was browsing online for books to kind of my son loves to read. He's 7, but he's about to go into 4th grade, so he's pretty bright. And he just loves to read, and I wanted more books that kind of instill good values and character traits into him. And this book, from what I understood, kind of would help him to kind of think about how he treated people, more or less. I'm super glad I bought it. It was, I think, $10, $9 or $10. It says it is number 6, so apparently there's a series, and obviously I don't have the rest of the series, so I will buy the rest of the series and let you know once I post it. I went ahead and read this myself before I gave it to him. I want to be better about that because somebody gave him a book, Diary of a Wimpy Kid or something, and it was a kid's book, so I thought it was fine. But apparently there's language in it, so now I screen books before I give it to my 7-year-old child. Anyway, so in the book there's twins, I think Ethan and Emily, and they go to summer camp, and at the summer camp there's 4 different dorms, or whatever they're called at summer camp, and Emily is in one, Ethan is in one, and then there's 2 others. And each of these dorms are a different, like, group or tribe within the summer camp, and they have competitions against each other. You know, turtles versus gators versus dogs versus tigers or whatever. And so it starts out as competition. Some people, not Ethan and Emily, but some people start to kind of sabotage other teams, and it starts to kind of get out of hand. And the fun of summer camp is kind of being suffocated by the stress and the conflict of what was a fun, healthy amount of competition turning into unhealthy levels of sabotage and just, you know, not treating other people very well because you're trying to do better for yourself. And so the person in charge of the camp and like his assistant, they put on like a show that talks about the golden rule, and then so there's a few pages where the camp leader, let me see if I can find that page. So the camp leader for the show, he puts on like Native American, like a chief's outfit, and here is a picture of that. And then they host kind of a little lesson, and then there is music, and this looks terrifying. You know, I thought it was something scary, but it's not. He is showing them, giving them visuals of different ways you can interact with people, aggression, and you know, if you are aggressive toward your competitor, and then that competitor then is defensive and reacts and then pushes aggression back to you, then it becomes this endless cycle. That is more or less what the chief was highlighting. I totally should have typed out what I was going to say so I didn't forget. But where is that endless circle? There it is. So revenge to wrong page. Revenge to revenge to revenge to revenge, and blow back and forth, back and forth. And so their point is, you know, stop reacting and consider how you would like to be treated, and treat that person the way that you would like to be treated, which is the golden rule. So I'm glad that I read it before I gave it to him, because it wasn't very long. I read it in like 15 minutes, and he read it pretty quickly himself too. But it's really good, and it also gives you an opportunity to have an open dialogue with your child and talk about the way we treat others. You know, maybe your child has seen someone act a certain way towards somebody, or a kid has acted that way towards your child. You know, it gives you an opportunity to have a conversation. Anyway, I'm super happy with the purchase. $10 well spent, and I am definitely going to be looking at the other books in the series to see what else they have. But anyway, thank you for tuning in. Let me know what you think. I'll see you next time. Have a good one.